Happy lunchtime, everyone. Are you all super excited? I have been bouncing this morning. I'm so excited to launch this brand new Create Together club. My name is Tony Darroch, and this is the inspirational channel where you can come and get hints, tips, techniques with or without our products. Always come and say hi. Always come and say hi to the fabulous friends and family. If you are not a subscriber to our channel, please click that subscribe button and also click that bell to get all the notifications when we are going to be live. So today is the first show of our Create Together Club, and I am absolutely over the moon that we've brought this to you. And secondly, that you're also excited as well. I've just been watching all of the lovely comments. Hopefully a lot of you have got your stamp. If you are waiting, don't worry, these videos never go away. They are always here, ready and waiting for you. So in today's studio, we are going to be using the fabulous Just a Note stamp, and I'll show you that in just a second. But for those of you that may be watching and may be wanting to get involved, the Create Together Club is really, really simple. We send you 3 stamps over the course of 1 year, and I give you 7 days worth of inspiration. Sometimes they are live like now. However, I have had to do a few pre-records because I do have other commitments, but you do get 7 days worth of inspiration with 1 stamp. That is incredible. So that's 14 cards, as in every show I aim to do 2 demonstrations. So you're not going to be lost. You're going to be taking maybe some new ideas, some new techniques with you today. But as always, if you are an avid crafter and know all of the techniques, which I know some of you do, maybe you can chop it up a little bit, incorporate a different colour, something else, your own taste, your own sort of sense of craft. And we're going to come up with something quite amazing, I believe. So don't forget to post all of your makes on the Eureka fan page. We like to see what you're getting up to. Karen is on there, the lovely DT member, and she'll be watching all of your makes. She's so excited as well to see what you're all going to be making. So have the confidence to post your makes. And if you do copy mine exactly, brilliant. It doesn't matter. You're being creative no matter what. So if you are wanting to join the club, it's $29.99 and you can join it whenever you want. You can join it when the last stamp is released if you want to, because the videos are going to be here all of the time. So all you need to do is go to the How to Craft Network website, pop in Together or Create Together, and it will pop up, and there you go. So I hope lots of you have got your stamp. I know a lot of you have been giddy about today. So I'm going to be doing some everyday cards with ink and texture and backgrounds, but I'm also going to be doing some concept cards as well, some reveal cards as well. So you must stay tuned for the whole 7 shows, which is 14 cards. After this live show, don't forget to pop a comment underneath this video, because the cards that I make live, or the cards that I make for the Create Together Club, are going to be sent out to a winner. So all of the cards, all 14 or 14 items, whichever I make, will be sent out to winners. So don't forget to pop comments underneath each video, and I'll pick a winner at the end of the 7 days. How cool is that? Are you all excited? So let's say hello to some friends very quickly. I've got to get on because, as you know, Simon's on straight after me. And he's been dying to get in and put his samples out. I'm like, out. I've been pushing him out. He's super excited to get in. He's got an amazing concept card, which he took a day to figure out how to get it to have the moving parts. So he's giddy as well. So we're all quite giddy today. So hi Maxine, hi Michaela, hi Adele, hi Bernadette, hi Marilyn, hi Leslie, hi Audrey, hi Karen, hi Emma, hi Susan, hi Lynn, hi Nola, hi Maxine, hi Michaela, hi Jan on the phones, hi Anne, and I'm so pleased you've had good news, sweetheart. Hi Irene Smythe, hi Phil Baggs. I'm going to start saying everybody's surname so they know who I'm talking. Hey, hi Kay. So shall we be creative? I'm not going to be answering any questions. I'm going to get straight into the craft, because that's why people have joined the club, for the craft element of it. So I'm going to try and stay away from the comment element of it, unless it's something really important. But as you all know, I do the question and answer now, first Monday in every month. Okay, any burning questions, some people, some companies that I personally recommend moving forward in the craft industry, some craft companies that are going to take the world by storm, in my opinion, and things like that. That's the first Monday in every month at 7 o'clock. So if you've got any of those sorts of questions, And I have some great information to tell you all about on our next question and answer session as well from our last chat, which is super cool. So let's get straight into the craft. So this is the fabulous stamp, okay? It's an A5 stamp. So if you do join the club, $29.99, normally they're $17.99 each. So in a sense, you're getting sort of like one free if you join the club. So you get this super large one. I know you've all been excited because I've had loads of messages saying, I cannot wait to see what you're going to do with this stamp. I'm feeling inspired already. So you get the lovely alphabets floating around, you get the textured circles, you get those beautiful silhouette butterflies which you can 3D onto the paper as well. You get the sentiments which fit in, and then you get that circle texture as well. Oh, Leslie's stamp came today, brilliant. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this one, and I've already got mine ready. So first of all, let's just do a simplish card, but very effective. Of course, we have a lot of new crafters. We have people that may be brand new to our channel and have just joined the club. So I'm going to show you inspiration, and it's entirely up to you how you take it away and play with it, okay? So, but I can't wait to see what you're all going to do. So I have a piece of white cardstock here, as you can see, and I'm just going to grab my stamp. I'm just going to pop it in here. I'm not concerned that the top of it goes off the card. You'll see why in a second. Like so. In fact, shall we heighten it a little bit? Yeah, let's go there. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to stamp this out in oxide, in a black oxide here. Love the letters here. Really cool. And you don't have to use a typewriter, but this stamp, particularly the first one in the Create Together Club, is very orientated towards masculine if you want to. I know we all struggle with masculine, so I've helped you out a little bit there. So fingers crossed to be able to create those masculine cards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray this stamp or my card. It doesn't matter which you spray. I'll spray the card actually. And then not too wet, and then I'm just going to stamp the image into that water and give it chance to sort of bleed. Can we see here? So push it in, and if you don't get quite the right bleed, just give it another blast with some water, but I'm just going to give that card the opportunity to drink that ink. How awesome. So I did that with the oxide. Now you could spray it a little bit more if you want to. I think I'm okay with that one. I'm just going to clean my stamp because I need it again. I'm not going to move my artwork. So this is sort of that design that I normally do in browns, which give you that burnt, burnished wood effect. But today we're going black. So I'm just going to take my tissue here and mop up some of that water. And then I'm just going to take my gun and just give it a bit of a blast off. I'm not going to move it though. It doesn't matter if you do move it, okay, because this is sort of like a blurred image now anyway. So even if you were to stamp on top of it, it would still look okay. And then what I'm going to do is just get that water off there. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a black ink pad, okay, true black, and I'm going to stamp in a true black on top of that sort of blurred design there. Now this would look awesome in navies, in purples, blues, blacks, browns. So it'll be interesting to see what you all do with the colour. And then let's see if we get, so you can see how it kind of sort of brings that detail back in. You get the cogs on the sort of ends on there, you get the edging around. I'm just going to do it one more time. Now we're through. Let's just see if we can get. There you go. You can see that detail. Brought it back to life there. So we've got sort of a distressed image there, which looks super cool. I'm just going to blast that off with my gun a little bit because I don't want any paw prints. Haven't you got a day packed full of inspiration today? So today you have me now, you have Simon at 1, and then Carly is live over on Create and Craft at 2:15 today. And I can already tell you, I have had the call for more stock, but I don't have any. So if there's something you've got your eye on, please do not hesitate, because we haven't got that much stock either. So I think Carly's going to end up getting an early bath today. I think you've all missed her, which is nice. And then tonight at 7 o'clock, I have a Facebook Live or something I'm launching on the Stamps by Me Facebook page. Don't forget to tune in. I'm going to do a live giveaway to anybody who comments whilst we are live. I'm going to pick somebody for the collection. 7 o'clock. Lots to go at today, guys. Absolutely lots to go at. What a lovely day today we've got in store. I love it when days are like this. Love it. So let's just take our ink pad here, and I'm just going to add a little bit of colour to the edge. Not much, but just enough just to get rid of that harsh white line. You see, just add that detail around there. And my son probably will come and say hi tonight. He's off school now for 2 weeks. So Mum's got to get a thinking cap on, as well as work on how we can entertain the wee boy too. I'm just adding that colour around there, so it just sort of takes away the white edge of our card, which looks quite pretty. Even though it is black, it still looks quite pretty. So let's just clean this one off. So if you are crafting along, don't forget to show your makes. I will be having a look later. And if you are still waiting, hopefully you'll get the notification to say it's coming today. So let's just mount this onto this piece of black. When you mount it onto some black, look what happens. How cool is that? It just looks so cool, doesn't it? Let's face it. Or am I just biased? Let me just see which glue I'm working with here. Yeah, that one. So let's get this onto this piece of black here. So tomorrow, I'm back with you at 1 o'clock using this berry stamp. Now, if you are not in the club, it's okay. You will have something similar in your stash. You don't have to have the products to join in the fun, the inspiration. You can still post your makes on the Eureka fan page. It's more about getting involved, connecting with each other, and just enjoying the love of craft, okay? So if you don't have the stamp, maybe you can't afford it, or, you know, circumstances are such that you just haven't got the time, you know, still get involved. Doesn't matter. We're not precious about it. We're really not. So let's just bring in our next element of our card. So I've got this beautiful piece of white card. How can that be true? And I'm just going to grab my Eureka here. I'm going to create myself a nice background. This is quite a simple card. Apart from that mini technique there, I think a lot of you have seen me done it time and time again, that one. But it is a cool technique and can be utilised across predominantly 80% of your stamps anyway. I'm just going to grab the words. Now, to be honest with you, you can pop this onto an acrylic. In fact, let's see if it'll go on my acrylic block. You can stamp this on an acrylic block because it's not sort of a clean and crisp design. And I think I'm going to go oxide. I'm just going to ink this up. Let's just take it out my Eureka. I don't need my Eureka. And I'm just going to do like a little bit of first, second generation. And basically what that means is you're just stamping twice with the same ink on the block. Tried to be really creative with this. This is our first time. A lot of you have joined. It took us 3 days to get the stamps out of the door. And I've tried to be really creative and something stepping away from the traditional Stamps by Me and the normal Stamps by Me, because, you know, I want to step out of my comfort zone. I know people are looking for something a little bit different, so that week's worth of inspiration is really going to aid you in playing more with the products that you've got. Really will. So I'm just going to take this stamp. Can we see there? We'll get that lovely sort of texture on the background here. Don't think I want to be too precious about where it all goes. You can go all the way around. Let's just go all the way around, shall we? Let's try and keep all the words the right way though, because that will play havoc with me. And you can double stamp, get some real texture in there if you want to. And another thing as well is with this club, I know I'm not reading much of the comments because I'm playing, but the other thing as well is I think it's absolutely amazing that lots of you buy our stamp and not even know what you're getting. I think that's absolutely amazing. So thank you, everybody. I aim to please, I really do. So there we go. Let's just get a bit more. There we go. So we've got sort of our lovely patterned background on there. So let's just clean this off a little bit with my, move back to the side, let's clean this. And then in that very same set, again, you get some other textured elements. Let me just show you. So we get this sort of splat design. We get the solid circle, we get the textured circle on there. You get the butterflies as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take these 3 solid mini butterflies and position them in such a way that they're not all the same way. And then with our same black ink pad, monochromatic card, this one, I'm going to add a little bit of detail on the corners. Bearing in mind you're not going to see much of this anyway. We have sort of pretty background. So let's just clean this off. Let me just blast this off with my gun very quickly. I know a lot of people, I think if Irene's on today, Irene likes black and white. So black and white it is today. Just blast that off a little bit. And then again, I'm just going to take my blending brush with that black ink on. Bring my black ink in here. So this is just getting your eye away from that harsh white, but it's still keeping the white. This would make a great, listen, first card out of the box, gents card. So you all ask me time and time again, gents cards. Well, I'm doing it. So that's that one. Let's get this one matte and laid onto this piece of black here. Oh, is that right? Onto this, yeah. That right, so already it looks quite pretty, doesn't it, with that nice black border on there. And then our next element here with some pads. Today. And then we'll just pop this straight in the centre, look. In fact, I'll just mount this onto my card first. And then we'll put this in the centre, look. And then I have some lovely sentiments from Washer here. I am inspired by your strength. Sweet friend. This card is a 7x7. And I'm not going to add sparkles, I'm not going to add glitter. I'm just going to leave it as a black and white monochromatic card today. Let me just give that a good old pinch across the top. There we go. That's card number 1. Super easy, and I've done that from start to finish, did I? Yeah, I've done that from start to finish. Didn't do anything pre-hand, did we? So you could maybe raise this part on pads if you want. I mean, I'm just here to show you a couple, I say couple, 14 different ways to use one stamp. But obviously, chop out the colour, navy, browns, beautiful for gents cards, okay? So I'm going to get ready for the second demonstration. And whilst I get ready for that next demonstration, check out these lovely samples made by our fabulous design team. So welcome back everyone, demo number 2. I feel like I'm flying through these today. I think I'm being a bit fast. I think it's because I think Simon stood outside the door waiting to get in. So card number 2, a little bit different in the sense we have some colour on this one, okay? I've just got a piece of white card here and I've just got a whole bunch of sort of ink pads just from my stash here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a nice pretty background. So let's just get a bit of colour onto our card first of all. So just any ink pads you have in your stash, get them onto a glass mat and pick some colour up, okay? Don't be too precious about it, just get the colour onto the card. Mix up those colours, be creative with the colours that you like. I always do dry between layers, and the reason I do that is so I don't get a muddy mess. Unless you want a muddy mess where it all sort of like goes rainbow effects. And what that does as well is, because of the layers, it's going to give you texture. So what colour next? Let's do a bit of purple. So I'm just using my eyes inks here. I'm running out of water as well. Put more colour. Hopefully there we can see that. Really lovely. I'm just going to do a couple of colours, get that colour down. So creating a really cool background here. I'm going to go a little bit of navy as well. Oh, it says navy. More like teal, but it's okay. So I'm happy with that now. Lots of nice texture and layers on there. So whilst that's like it is, I'm going to take those texture elements. Shall we use the splat this time? Let's get the splat on there and let's put some colour splats in here. So I'm going to be using that lovely sort of purple colour. You get the splat, so cool. So I'm just adding random texture to the back here. Let's use different colour as well. What other colour did I use? I used this one, didn't I? Keep the colouring theme if we can. There we go. And then we also have the cool circle. And again, same colours if we can. Keep it all in theme. It gives you this lovely like circle effect on there. I'm not teaching you much here, you know, simply basic, but just getting your head around maybe some layers. And then with the blue, just going to swap out that large back one for this one. Pop it in. And this is more solid in the centre, so you can sort of change up the design by adding a solid centre to the backgrounds if you want to, or not. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. So I've got sort of like our texture. And this stamp is brilliant for the mocha technique, you know, where we did those circles in whites and colours, made it look like floating bubbles. Super cool. So let's just set this one aside for now. Let's bring in our next piece. So I have die cut our lovely paper torn edge from the flowers. However, you can tear it if you don't have this die, it's fine. Tear a page out of a book or something. Or if you've got a die from another brand that does something similar, really, really cool. What I am going to do first of all is I'm going to spray this with water and screw it up, just like that. Get it wet. And now all the black from my fingers is, I'm cleaning my hands basically. Can you see, look at that. Just want it to be a little bit distressed. So just some random colours again. Now again, if you haven't got this die, just tear a page out of a book and screw it up, okay? See here? Yeah, so if you've got this one and you've not yet used it, you need to get it out, albeit we've done lots of inspiration with this one, haven't we? I think this is just going to be one of those dies that works well with anything. And then just to tie it in a little bit to my background, I'm just going to add some purple ink blending around the edge, you know, so we can bring these two together for the tie-in a little bit better. So I'm just going to take the colour, it says, although it's got quite a lot of black on it. There we go, it's now purple. And just add that ink around the edge. You could even take the ink pad, lightly, so slightly, just brush it over the top, just lightly, so the purple just catches the top of the crease. And we see that there, so it'll just sort of elevate. My paper's starting to pill a little bit because it is just cardstock. But, you know, just over those creases, and we'll get a little bit of the purple raised element rather than... So now I've tied them together. Can we see that there? Just dry this off. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to take that lovely, just a note, there we go. I'm just going to pop it on my acrylic block here. I'm just going to take my black oxide because I don't want it to be perfect, remember. I'm just going to ink up just a note, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp it on the side here. I'm creating my own sort of lined background down the side. Right, so we've created that sort of... Now you could even distress that even more, scrunch it up even more, spray it if you want. Let's spray it a little bit. There's a little bit of water left in my bottle. I'm sorry, I'll just hold it up. There we go. And then it'll sort of bleed a little bit, so the words are not really readable, but you can just see it says just a note on there. So let that do its magic. I do this off. I just mop up the water. And then you've got sort of, if you did it, it probably might have been better in brown, you know, so it wasn't as prominent in your face. Let me just try something here. I'll just turn this over just a second, just clean that off. So what I'm going to do here is just take in that little bit of brown, and I'm just going to try, see if it's stamped in brown as well. You see that there, just in between? Not too much though. Try and push that black back a little bit. Go. Just push that black a little bit back. There we go. I'm happier with that now. So here is our typewriter. I have just stamped it in black, guys, and cut it out, okay? Nothing fancy on this one. I'm just going to take my watercolours here. And you saw the other one was painted in like, was coloured in the oxide, whereas this one's going to have some coloured paper. So I'm just taking my watercolours here. It's a super big stamp. So make this look a little bit of vintage paper on there. And don't forget, if you want to really go to town and make it really vintage, you've got all of those textures to make that paper stand proud. Have some darker corners so it looks like. And then let's go with a purpley coloured typewriter, because that seems to be where we're going with this. I'm staying away from the keys. And again, you could be really dark in your colour, add some highlight, some shadows. Purple typewriter, that's a bit posh, isn't it? That would be the paper in the back there, wouldn't it? There we go. Let's just dry that one off. So you can see how the card is probably going to be coming together pretty fast now. And this one you can actually obviously bend and get to make look like paper. I'm just going to stamp a sentiment into here, so let's see what we've got. Congratulations, a note to say, a birthday note. Oh, let's go a birthday note. I'll stamp this in black. Now you could add texture to that paper, you know, with your textured stamps. I'm just going to try and make it look like that is going to stand proud from our card. So let's start to construct this card. So I'm thinking we don't want straight today. I'm thinking we need to go off, like totally off. Let me go. You know, because you know I like straight, but today I'm pushing myself as well. I'm going to go off, but it's not straight. I mean, look at that. It looks like a patterned paper, doesn't it? So be creative with your inks. You have the time. And then this nice one here. I think I'm going to pad this one. Just in some areas, because I just want texture on this one, because you can see there's a lot of texture. I think that texture is really shining through. Just get some more pad. And just give this sort of like a bit of a pull him up look, because he's torn. And then our lovely typewriter here. It needs some splats and it needs some sparkles. But there we go. Out of the way. Let's show you card. Let's show them both together, hey? There we go. One bright, one monochromatic today. Step out of the way for you. There we go. So a lot of texture on both really, but both applied in different ways. One with colour and texture, one monochromatic with a little bit of distress in there in the background. So super, super simple. As the 7 days go on though, we will be incorporating some more, I won't say difficult, but some more techniques where you're going to have to get a little bit more involved than just stamping. I've got a great concept card for you in the middle of the event as well. So that's it for today's inspiration. Get those stamps out and have a play. I cannot wait to see what you're all going to do with them. Don't forget to post a comment underneath this video. I will be giving every single makeaway that I make over the course of the 7 days. What else is there to tell you about? Don't forget Simon's live now in 15 minutes with a cool concept card, which is just made me laugh with. Really, really cool. 1 o'clock. Carly 2:15. And me at 7 o'clock, Facebook Live, SBM with a brand new launch and a live giveaway. So whatever you're doing, I will catch you all tomorrow, 1 o'clock, for more inspiration using the fabulous Create Together Club stamp. See you all later. Bye.